What's up? What's up, Shy City? What's up, Shy friends and out there in Shy Land? This is Frankie and
And Nycee.
welcome to the Frankie and Nycee radio show on IntellectualRadio.com,
.com.
iHeartRadio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
So today is a great day because we have some really great guests, but we can't really get into them yet because we gotta do our first coverage of discussion today, which is always the hot topic discussion. So what's
Oh
up, Niecy?
yeah. Well, so we have been sort of keeping up with the politics here on the Frankie and Nycee show, and I just want to know what you guys think about Miss Michelle Obama's speech last night. Wasn't she just awesome?
She's so dope. I love her. She's one of
She,
my big role models.
yeah, she has such grace and class, and you can actually talk about a person without actually mentioning who they are, and just talk about the facts and things that are actually really going on in this country instead of all the lies that has been spewed by the other parties. So I'm
Yes.
just real excited about our first lady. I hope that one day she could run for president, but
I don't
you
know. Will
know
she? Her,
I don't know.
her
Barack
Sasha and
Obama said
Malaya might
no.
be. They might be rolling out to Versailles to shop or something eventually because they're not really. I'm sure they're not really interested in politics anymore.
I wouldn't be either.
And her hair was so laid, I would hate to see that go gray. And that's what happens when they become presidents. In 4 years, they're gray, they're old, they're decrepit, they may have a heart attack or two that we don't know about. So all of these things begin to happen, during the presidential term. So tonight is the continuation of the DNC.
Hmm.
And we're really excited about seeing who's going to speak tonight. I believe Bill Clinton is going to speak tonight. So let's see if he admits to sleep with all those women so that people can get off his wife's back.
Oh, Bill.
Poor Bill. Don't mess with Bill.
Don't, that was what I was gonna say next. Don't mess with Bill.
Don't mess with Bill.
Leave Billy alone.
So that's going to be tonight. And today on the Frankie and Nycee show, we have talked about politics for the last two episodes this month, so we just want to kind of fall back on that a little bit. So we're going to talk about some different stuff today, but we definitely had to make mention of the Democratic National Convention. So for those of you that are still contemplating on who you're planning to vote for, make sure that you watch today so that you can make a clear decision and make a conscious decision, in the words of Ted Cruz. How many times do I quote a Republican? My God. So Nycee, tell us what's going on in Chicago. I know it's a lot of things happening, and you are like the girl that knows everything and everybody and everyone and every kinfolk that is performing on the stage. So let's start with you. What's going on?
Okay, I guess I can. That's okay to be that person. So, it's just a few shows that are coming up. I went to a really great show with my fam, Harold Green. The poet, if you all are not too familiar with him, he did a show called Sweet Nothings with our friend to the show, Sam Trump, and it was a
What's
really
up,
good
Sam
show.
Trump?
What's going on? Yeah. It was a really good show. And he's going to be doing a series about that. Just another Sweet Nothings featuring another artist. So it's just like the Harold Green camp. They're doing some good things.
Shout out to
Also,
Harold Green.
I am doing something with John Pierce and Earth St. James in August.
Yes.
They have all been on the show before.
That was announced today, right?
It was. It was announced today that there's going to be a huge concert at Baseline on
Yes.
August 28th.
A new hotspot in Chicago.
Right. So if you are interested in knowing about the show, check our page, our Facebook page, because they are people who have been on the show, and we like to promote local artists. So if you all are interested in actually having your information or your shows promoted on our show, just like our page first and then drop us an inbox.
That's right. And our page is the Frankie and Nycee radio show. So if you're interested, like Nycee said, in us announcing anything, if you want to sponsor us, because we are looking for sponsors and advertisers for our show, make sure you look into that, check that inbox out. First, like our page, because we got to make sure that we count your like. And then inbox us, and either myself, Nycee, or Team Frankie Nycee will get back to you to ensure that you have all the details about being a sponsor for the show. So we're going to keep shouting y'all out until y'all decide to get guilty enough to pay us for it. So appreciate it so much. I haven't had I didn't do much this weekend. We had a a wedding in the family. So I missed out on all the performances and all the carrying on and whatnot. And ladies and gentlemen, if you were watching our Facebook live feed, we just lost the signal, so we'll pick it up as soon as we can on our break.
As we can.
But you can go to www.intellectualradio.com and watch it, or you can go to iHeartRadio and listen to it. So we covering all avenues. We're covering all avenues. So tonight we have an interesting group of musicians that we love so much in Chicago. They are just amazing. I remember seeing them for the first time and watching my retarded friend cry. I don't know if it was the liquor or the performance, but we're going to say it's the performance for the sake of them being here tonight. But we're really ecstatic to have our special guest tonight, and we have a great topic of discussion that will take you far and away from all the stuff that's happening in politics and the civil rights issues that we've been having and all of the hard talks that we've been having. Mm-hmm. We're going to take a break from that.
We've been so serious.
Yes, so we're going to go slightly ratchet tonight. Hope y'all are ready. Special guests. They're laughing, but they may be laughing but very serious in a few minutes. So we're going to take a quick break. We're going to try to bring them on, and we're going to play some of their music. We're not going to tell you who they are, but we're going to play their music, and then you can guess who it is. The Frankie and Nycee Radio Show, IntellectualRadio.com. iHeartRadio will be right back. I will love it anyway. I will love it anyway. I will love it anyway. Even if you cannot, even if you cannot stay, even if you cannot, even if you cannot stay, I think you are the one. I think you are the one for me. Here's where you ought to be. Here's where you ought to be. I just want to satisfy you, 'cause you're not mine, can't deny it. Do you hear me talking, babe? Love me now or I'll go crazy. Oh, sweet thing, don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing, don't you know you're my everything? I will love you anyway. 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 I wish you were my love. I wish you were my love. I wish you were my lover, but you act so undercover. Let me share my whole life. Let me share my whole life. Let me share my whole life long to be right or be wrong. I'm on what you make me, baby. I'm on what you make me, baby. Don't walk away, don't be so shady. Don't want your mind, don't want your money. These words I say, they may sound funny, but oh, sweet thing, don't you know you're my everything? Oh, sweet thing, don't you know you're my everything? I will live in I will love you anyway. I will love you anyway. I will love you anyway. I wish you were my love. I wish you were my love. I will love you anyway. I will love you anyway. Want your mind, want your money. These words I say, they may sound funny, but I will love you anyway. 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 You're not mine. I will love you anyway.
shady. 'Cause you're not mine. Shady. Don't stop anyone shady.
And we're back on the Frankie and Nycee radio show on IntellectualRadio.com. iHeartRadio. So we added some people to our panel, y'all. Dog. I'm so glad to have them. Y'all show y'all love. Show your love for Aniba, Hotep, and Soul Collective. Well, parts of Aniba, Hotep, and Soul Collective. It's like 30,000 of them. Yeah. Woo! Put your hands together.
Self-love.
Y'all roll like Fela. Y'all got 1 million people. Singers, dancers, keyboardists.
Acrobats. Man.
Soul Collective. So let's talk about that name, Soul Collective. Okay, it's SOL, not SOUL, and I know soul in Spanish means son. So let's talk about how you picked the name.
Look at you knowing.
Come on now. That's a word difference.
Out like and go. Like, you want to take this one or?
You got to hear you in the microphone, though.
They can't hear you.
See, the managers don't get to talk much in microphone, so they don't know what to do.
Man,
he's real comfortable. So.
Well, what people don't know is that
You were looking like the people on TV at the awards. They be like, yes.
They don't know that the Soul Collective used to be a group of artists that I used to manage that actually included myself. Give myself a love.
Okay, so what did you? I'm now getting nosy. What did you do in the band? Please tell me you wasn't Eddie Kane Jr. Please.
No, I was an excellent MC.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. The 1 2 1 2 MC.
Yes.
Check it. My mic sounds nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
and he's a modest MC too.
Yeah, that's a secret that I've revealed on the Frankie and Parker show.
Frankie and Nycee.
I'm sorry. Frankie and Nycee show.
Don't you forget my friend.
I can't forget her. I loves her.
Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, it used to be a collective of artists, and it ended up. Life happened, and Aniba was one of the artists, the last artist there, and she was like, well, if you want to see what I can really do, because we were using a hip hop producer at first, and then she was like, if you really want to hear all of the things I can do, I need a band. Okay. So I went on a quest to find a band.
Did he say a quest?
A quest.
He went to Mecca to find y'all.
I really did. I really. If you had seen me hunting down all of these different.
He drove up on a curve one time. I'll never forget it. He just saw a dude walking with a guitar. Like he was just walking. He wasn't playing it. No one knew what his skill level was. He just drove up on the curve and got out.
True story.
Hey, brother. Just started.
True story.
You could have been shooting somebody.
Hey, mate. Hey, mate.
So.
It ain't safe these days.
I went through all of my friends that I knew that were in the music business and asked around to find different people, because she said that it needed to move a certain way. She needed the music to not just be, how when you do a hip hop beat, sometimes it's just straight.
Usually they loop it.
Or looping it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how that happened. And so the name that was given to the Soul Collective, that was originally the Soul Collective. When she got her band, everybody was like, just name it Aniba Hotep. Everybody in the band, they don't want to be
known as a girl named Aniba Hotep.
The guys was
it's almost Rolls Royces.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
But they actually wanted to just, we're gonna just be the band behind her. They don't need to know our name.
Okay.
And I was like, no.
Y'all need a name.
Yeah. You need to brand both.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how them getting the name Soul Collective came about.
Okay.
Now, as far as it being the name from solar, that is true. People of the sun.
Okay.
Us being people of the sun, and using the SOL instead of the SOUL. That the purpose of that was to say that we're kind of emanating this shine from inside, seeing as though we're people outside.
Okay, that sounds very Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sounds like somebody studied Maurice White a little bit.
Well, my last name is White. So.
Yes, we knew that, but you're not related. No relation.
Ishmael White.
See,
Barry White.
That's a mess.
Maurice White. Anybody sees a trend there?
Oh my God, bless the.
So Mary, talk about something else.
I just slid that mic right on.
Yeah, just I like how you just
done for you.
Take it away, literally.
We're done.
Take it away, literally.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to talk to the crazy manager, Mr. Ishmael White, who has adopted himself into a bunch of musicians that are not related to each other, please call 708-223-8953, 708-223-8953. I don't even know where to go. Okay.
He'll do that.
Speaking of names, Aniba Hotep. Is that your real name?
That's not my government name.
Okay. That's what I mean.
Back to the 90s. It's not my government.
It's not your government name.
I'm from the 90s. Don't worry
from
about
the East Coast.
So if you got a link card to mine, I wouldn't say Aniba Hotep on it because it ain't your government name. Okay. But that's cool. So what made you come up with Aniba Hotep?
Messenger of peace. That's Aniba means messenger. Hotep means peace.
Right.
Hotep. It gets a lot of flack right now, but I chose that name before all of that, so whatever.
It's not a fad,
right,
for you.
Right. But Hotep, it basically means peace. You could get into semantics, but messenger of peace. I struggle with it sometimes because but for the most part,
yeah.
But for the most part, the music that we do, is to really simplify, to just make people feel good. Like, we really sing about love, about relationships, and as far as movements are concerned, as far as people gravitating towards progress, you can't do that without people and without relationships and without positive relationships and without love. So there are people for other areas of life to sing about those other areas, and this is what we do.
Awesome.
That was a good answer.
Yeah,
she wrote that before she got here and studied it. That was a good answer,
but
Aniba.
That's very beautiful, though.
Beautiful.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm saying it because I like to say it that way. I wasn't checking you.
I just wanted to check everybody. I'm a little under the weather. So
yes, my baby's sick, y'all.
We're going to get it right.
But I think I went to one of the first shows that you guys ever had. It was about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. It was at the Spoken Word Lounge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just thought that
you went way back.
Oh no, I was there.
Spoken Word Cafe.
Nycee be everywhere, y'all. Y'all don't understand.
I really do. I really do, but
I remember that.
You don't remember it?
No, I do. I absolutely
Cafe.
remember
See, that's what I just thought. At that point, I was just like, she can really sing. Like, I thought it was just an awesome movement that was happening in front of me because I've never seen anything like it before.
Well,
and I really haven't. And so, like, when you were speaking about what the name means and how you got your name, Aniba Hotep, like, so what do you want the band to accomplish? Like, what is going on with Aniba Hotep and Soul Collective?
Well, I would say that initially we had a very specific focus to bring back kind of a classic soul sound.
Okay.
And over the years, when you have a band, especially a band like ours, where you form a family unit and everybody's influences kind of become more solidified, more aware of themselves, you start to do other things. I can definitely, for myself, as far as my upbringing, because I've been in Chicago for many years, but I'm not from Chicago.
Where you from?
I'm from the V. And
really?
Yes.
Really?
Raised. And
you too, Neri?
No, I'm from South Side.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right.
So I have lots of different influences, and as we progress and do other things, the world and other people are going to hear other things that we do. But we're still grounded in soul, because soul is the mothership, so to speak, from
come on, George Clinton.
All other genres come from. So I still feel comfortable doing, anything that I'm inspired to do, because I know it's still rooted in who I am and it's still genuine to me. And the Soul Collective basically is, we just want to be symbolic of core music principles, and we really want to just uplift people with our music. And we really want young children to see us and be inspired. We really do.
Yes. That's dope. She wrote that too. I couldn't think
really.
Really. I know, I'm just messing around. It was just so eloquently spoken. It was kind of Michelle Obama-ish.
Thank you so much.
Post DNC.
Dolphin love. Shout out to Michelle Obama.
Neri. Okay, pronounce your full name. I didn't want to try because I didn't want to insult you.
That's all right.
But go ahead and pronounce it for me.
Neri Ma'at.
Neri Ma'at. Okay, what does it mean?
Well, Ma'at is just the Egyptian for balancement. She was about balancement, which I'm a very fair kind of gal. I'm real like, oh no,
she's not fair.
Lies you tell on the radio. Okay, and Neri it just means mighty one. So I am strong in that way, where like I stick up for my people, my friends, my family. Like I'm not about that you messing with my people life, like no. But I am about fairness. Like, okay, let's look at this side. Let's look at that side. I'm always happy. I'm always chipper. I'm the one that's like, she always says I'm the social one. She'd be like, them people, but you like talking to people. I'd be like, I mean,
she does.
I can talk to people.
You're very friendly, like approachable.
But I thought you were the quiet one. Like honest to God, because we haven't had many conversations, the three of me, you, Aniba, and Caress. But every time I see you guys together, you seem like you're the most quiet.
That's good.
Good job, girl. Camouflage, so you better mask that.
I don't know what she sees.
That's what I just feel that way. I don't know. Me and Aniba talk.
Even when you are on stage, I think you are the one who is more out in the open, like even though you have and even in the middle, but you can tell you got that fire over there,
Yeah.
What I do like about y'all, I didn't even talk about this with Nycee because I was trying to figure out the right way to say it. But what I do love about you guys is that you have this like soul meets the Supremes. I love it. And what I mean by that, because I don't like the Supremes, like as far as like their music, but that's why I said soul meets Supremes, because you guys have a uniform about you guys, not the physical uniform. Like I see you guys in matching outfits, but I mean there's a uniform in your performance and your artistry, how you guys practice and take it seriously. You could see that, and you guys, and then to the literal eye, to a spectator eye, you do have that supreme feel. So is that, and what I mean by that is the dance moves and
very intentional.
Yeah, and the outfits, and that was one of the first things I remember. I saw you guys first at Mr. Brown's Lounge for Big Thursdays.
Yeah, I remember that.
Me and Aaron, and that's when Aaron Sedelia, my best friend, she cried. I had to chase her. Y'all were doing y'all version of y'all cover of Prototype.
And she cried.
And it's a chord change that's masterfully smooth in that y'all do.
Shout out to William Baggett.
Hey, Will. Where you at, Will?
Right.
708-223-8953. Tell us where you at. Anyway. I was like, Aaron, what's wrong? I just can't take them. She was so overwhelmed by you guys' energy.
That is really sweet.
And she loves you guys. And so I'm going to go back to what I was saying about the Supremes thing. Is that intentional? And if it is, who are you really watching?
It's not necessarily intentional as far as the necessary like Supremes in and of themselves.
The actual music is not necessary.
But
thank you.
But the intent was to have a polished show.
Okay.
To have outfits and costumery and that whole thing, to bring that back to the stage.
And pageantry.
Right, like how it used to be.
Yeah, the choreography, all of those things, like we're the natural progression of soul, is what we call ourselves. What soul music would be in 2016 had it not been interrupted and kind of filtered
and manipulated.
You guys
and bought.
You see what
we know.
Okay, preach on. And, so had it just kept going, and it was 2016. These acts like us would be a commonplace. You know what I'm saying? That would be what they were doing, but in a modern way. So all of those things are very intentional.
Well, intentionally, we did not have you on the show for this topic of discussion. Okay, so we want to say that because that's the only segue I had at this point. Okay. It was so smooth. It was like smooth, like the Rocky Mountain smooth. However, we want to get into our topic of discussion because for those of you that follow us, the Frankie and Nycee radio show, y'all know we only have an hour on this show. So, right, we're trying to work on it because we need sponsors. Oh my God, sponsors! Y'all, like sponsors would be great.
It's a really comfortable vibe in here, though. Sponsorship is want to spend some money.
Right, I'm just saying, who want to make some money? That's what you got to say.
Okay.
Sales tactics. So we want to talk discussions today. Okay. So, ladies, you know we've been like seriously talking a lot about politics, and we've been talking about racism and the things that we are fighting as Black people in this country, people being poor and having to fight against the affliction that's put against them. So we decided to take a break from that because we've been talking about that for 2 weeks. We tired of the RNC. I ain't tired of the DNC yet, but I'm getting there. And we want. She said she's tired.
I'm tired. I'm all of it. No.
So we wanted to flip it a little bit, and we want to talk about the dating scene in 2016. Yes, God. It's going to get interesting. Ladies and gentlemen that are on Facebook Live, make sure you call in 708-223-8953 if you have any questions. It's better that you do that versus leaving a message on Facebook Live because if the signal is low, I can't read it. So 708-223-8953 or inbox us on the Frankie and Nycee radio show. We'll pull up our page, and if you have any questions, we'll definitely address them. Okay. Shout out to Smitty. Shout out to LaShawn Jones. Obi Soul Star joined. Hey Obi. Hey. Joyce Parker, Glenn Underground. We got Claudia Powell, Nina Scott, Story Devereaux. He's just on here a few weeks ago. Hey, Damie J. Hey, Damie. That's my husband, y'all. Okay, and we got some other viewers that are on too. So just make sure you call 708-223-8953 if you want to chime in on this discussion. So
223-8953.
Yes.
That was kind of fast.
Okay, 223-8953. Sold. I'm sorry. I'm ready for that auctioneer life. I'm ready. So we gotta flip the screen back. Okay. So the dating scene in 2016. So what's the current status of everybody on the panel so we can make sure that everybody's like represented? What's the current status?
I'm very wrapped up.
Caught up in the rapture of love.
Oh, you too?
Yes, I'm taking.
You too, Ish?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Pause.
Hold on. I'm gonna slide it on down.
Why you gotta think about it, Ish?
All men have to think about it.
Oh, no, I don't think so. Nope. Don't think so.
Not if you're
Don't think that's the answer we wanted to hear.
I'm gonna share with Aniba.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, you probably need to share with Aniba. Probably need to. Okay.
No, that's a joke.
No. Okay, so we want to talk. I brought up a subject with Nycee earlier.
Well, I guess I don't say my status. It's all right.
Oh, Nycee, what's your status?
I'm single. Just in case anybody wants to know.
Whip your hair back and forth. Whip your hair back. She's single. I love it, Nycee. I love you so much. You know I do. Okay, so
just having some fun.
We were having a conversation about a particular couple that I know that is very different in age. So there's this, thing that's going on where you either a cougar. I don't even know what the guys are called. Is there a name for the guys?
No.
Okay.
There's never a
sugar
name.
daddy, right?
Well, but he's got to have money, right?
That's old school.
Yeah, if he's just old.
Sugar daddy, but they are sugar babies. That's the women that chase after the sugar daddy.
Oh, okay.
That's what they're called.
That's the new thing.
Wasn't that a candy?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Sugar babies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
But sugar daddy is a candy too. That's a candy too.
Is it?
It is.
Yeah.
And everybody getting licked.
Okay. Oh, everybody in the club getting licked. Okay, so
that was Aniba Hotep.
All right.
Bam.
Aniba,
Okay, so
let me turn her mic up.
She's literally doing it, folks. Okay, so there are a lot of people dating outside of it's a new thing to date outside of your age range. So if you were approached, let's say, by someone that was 20 years older than you, 20 good number?
Yeah, 20 is
it's a good number. So in my case, I would be dating a 53-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 20-year senior approaches you, swag right, money right, dress right. Not you, because y'all are taken. Okay, but a girlfriend.
Well, we can do hypothetical.
Do you speak against it? I
think that's gross. I would never. I
think that's too old.
You know the Saturday Night Live.
That's gross. Yeah. But let me say this.
Why is it gross?
Let me say this: 20 older or younger. I wouldn't. I would. Me and this just me personally, like a Hostella got your groove back type of situation.
You see what happened to her.
Because the younger ones. Okay, the 20 years younger, you're somewhat, unless you're trying to do something serious, which usually that kind of age difference is difficult, but. You're kind of taking advantage because they are a young man, whatever, what have you, but they don't have any of the experience you have. You kind of vamping, like, to a degree. Now, some people really find love with who they find love with. It's no judgment on my part. The 20-year-old just know.
No, same to you, Neri.
Yeah, I think on both ends of the spectrum, you're not going to have that much in common in order to sustain it. Like, there are exceptions to all rules, of course, and whatever floats your boat, like my grandmother used to say, if you like it, I love it. That's on you. But me, no.
Okay.
For me, it's mad.
What about you, Ish? I mean, you're a young man. Don't hesitate, because you might get cut.
Back down.
He might get cut. So answer this quickly.
Say if you were 50, would you date 20 years younger?
Well, I'm almost 50, so 20 years younger. If I was 50, that would be 30. It just depends on the
answer is yes.
So we knew the answer would be different for a man.
I think the answer is different for a man.
Why? Because women mature faster.
I mean, that might be a legitimate reason.
I mean, I wasn't saying that as a shot. I was really asking.
that might be a legitimate reason. I like I said, I think it depends on how. I wouldn't want even if the woman was 30 and I'm 50, but she still acts like she's 18, 19. Because you have people. I think it's the person, because you have people who are 50 who still act like they're 15.
Yeah, that's true.
So for me, I would just say it just depends on the person. If that person, I can have a conversation with them and we can give each other some good back and forth mentally.
I was about to say you had to fix that, because that was.
I knew you were gonna.
All the way there. I went straight to the gutter.
You didn't even wait.
I didn't even wait. You processed it, said the gutter ball.
Like, how did you automatically?
I don't know. It's just bionic powers. I don't know.
I meant mentally. I meant mentally, not
watch it, sucker.
The other way around. It depends on what the person gives you, energy-wise, mentally, that type of thing.
What about you, Nycee? Would you date somebody 20 years older than you?
20 years older? No.
You said
no. Well, you know what? I wouldn't date. No. Let's see, 20 or 50. At my age, where I am, I don't think that I will be able to keep up with a 50-year-old man.
Really?
Not because I couldn't. It's just because I really don't want to. Like, as far as I would feel like I'm dating like my parents.
I get that.
So that's how I feel about it. Now, if he just wants to have a good time, I'm a little ratchet, just a little bit. So like, if you want to have a good time and want to just take me out or whatever, just throw a little money,
show me a lovely evening,
that's all.
And red diamonds.
But nothing past that. Nothing past that. Like, if you just want to enjoy some company, I have great conversations. So I would probably do something like that. But as far as serious, no.
Okay, so I have a confession. I like old men. I have old men crushes. I do.
10 years older.
Okay, I mean, like, they're much older. Damien, shut up, because I know what you're gonna say. That's my husband. I can say that. But I do have like old man crushes. I've always kind of been intrigued by older guys, and my father is in my life, so I'm trying to figure this one out. Like, I'm not. Is it? I don't know, because I gotta research that.
80-year-old man in Africa with 25, 30-year-old girls.
Because I tell you,
my mom ex-fiance, he's Nigerian.
Morgan Freeman old.
He has
Morgan Freeman. How old is Morgan Freeman?
His new wife is 35.
Okay.
And he's 58.
How old? Say it again.
My mother, she doesn't care. My mother, her ex-boyfriend is Nigerian, and it's like ever since they've been separated, he's married at least 3 times.
Wow.
To women in their 30s.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. And he's like, actually, he's almost 60. Well, he is 60, if I'm correct. He's 60.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, like, I don't want you to be wrinkly or pruny. Like, you got to be like an exceptional, old man.
Red Fox.
No,
like
not
steal your granddad.
Okay, if you got to lean back and catch your heart every 5 minutes, you probably don't need to be with me. I don't mean that sexually. I mean, period. I will take you out of here. Okay,
walk up a set of stairs.
But I do. I
like Mr.
Steal your granddad.
Like, how about, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Who do I really like? Okay, I don't know his name because I'm not good with names, but it's a gentleman that was on Jurassic Park, the first Jurassic Park, and he wears glasses. He's kind of a nerdy Jeff Goldblum. I think he's hot. I think he's cute. I like
he's like superstar old, like I would date that.
But back in the day,
I would date. You said like a guy, like I'd hit that.
But I was watching Posse the other day, and I was telling my husband that I'd rather have Melvin than Mario. Yeah. I just think there's a certain distinguished
I'm always going with Mario. I always go with Mario.
Maybe you want that those teachable moments with.
That's gross.
Now you went to the gutter. That dimple wiggled when you did.
Right. Okay. None for you.
So let's talk about first date questions.
Oh, okay.
Okay. What's too much to ask on a first date? I mean, give some advice to these single people that ain't got nobody. 708-223-8993.
You mean like as far as like financially, like
how much you should spend?
Like that kind of
no, like what's too much to ask? Like what's your credit check? What's your credit score?
That's going too far.
Like, it's a first date.
Yeah, it's a first. Like you don't know. He doesn't know you to owe you anything, and you don't know him for the opposite. So it's kind of like asking those kinds of personal questions. It's like you don't know if you're gonna make it past this first date for me to be. Then you leave. We don't talk anymore. But you know my credit score, my social security number, my address, my mama name. Like then you do what with that information?
Good question. Did you give a person your address the first time you meet them on a date?
Absolutely
not. Even if let's say your friend is the person that kind of was like the mutual friend to hook y'all up. So you have a mutual friend. You met him before. Would you give him your address?
Let me say this because
many people know where I live.
I'm a little older, so and everyone says this once they get a little older. Everybody says when I was younger, it was a different time, but it really was.
Yeah,
it really was a different time. Like 2016, I don't know if I would. I don't know. I would just be by myself, maybe.
Right. With 2016, everybody
is different. And people. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. But people are online dating a lot, and it's a lot of factors, and it's a established way to meet people, but it's not something I would be comfortable doing. Not necessarily just because it was online, but you're not getting a real feel of the person. So, and then, people get picked up and they don't know, it's crazy out here. So I don't know. For a first date, I don't know. We go to get your fingerprints, I guess.
Right, because with the online dating, it's either you feel strange or you think that you are, you believe that you're very comfortable with the person now. So when you actually see them in person,
right,
you want to ask all of these questions when it's just like, wait a minute, we still,
exactly.
It's important to know what to ask, because that'll turn me off. If you ask too many questions. You
feel like, what do you want to know that?
And I'm on an interview, like,
so how much money do you make as Frankie Parker?
Like,
what the hell you need to know that for? That would be a problem for me.
But that's the reason why it needs to be. We need to have some type of training on stuff like that. I'm serious.
No, I don't think so.
I do.
Well, dating classes,
relationship etiquette courses,
America in particular. We have this way of dating that is everybody assumes that everybody knows everything. And you're supposed to know how to. I'm trying to tell you how awkward 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-old person would be if they've never dated before. They don't know what the rules are. They might be asking you questions out of pure nervousness.
That's true. Okay.
So
I can see that.
It needs to, because we don't, and if we're going to do us as African Americans, not having a culture in place, a system of doing things to tell you how to meet someone, or you know what I mean, that you're lost when you go and meet somebody else, because you're two people coming from two different households who were raised totally different.
And I get that. I understand that.
So it really needs to be some kind of class.
Okay, so what would the class be called, Doc?
It would be it needs to be, I don't know what the name of it would be, Frankie.
I'm saying, y'all have fixed my life. I don't know.
No.
Like Aniba fixed my life.
No, I'm not fixing nobody's life.
Some type of relationship etiquette class. You know what I mean? Because they what do they call what's that? Back in the day, they used to call
like
it charm
etiquette
school.
class, charm school. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, Caress! Shout out to Caress, the third member of Aniba Hotep.
Person right here, I've been fighting with her forever.
Okay, Caress, you single? I love this. Okay, so I'm about to ask a question that's a little different, because we are in a time where people are doing them. Okay, so like monogamy is not something that's necessarily we're talking about. I'm sorry, let me tell you the topic. Right, the dating scene in 2016. Oh yeah. So you right on time. What's your status?
What you mean?
What's your status?
Complicated.
Okay, there you go.
That's a status.
That's that player stuff. That's right. Yeah, I said, okay, baby boy.
I love it.
So, people are starting to do different things because of this. The divorce rate is high. Whatever your preference is as far as marriage status goes, you always have that obstacle of divorce, of conquering your relationship to prevent divorce. So now people are trying different relationships. They're trying different stuff. They're trying open relationships. They're trying no relationship at all, where they're just single and just, whatever. They're trying multiple partners in their relationships, where like, okay, what is it? It's polygamy. When they have a husband with many wives. There's all these different things that are happening now. So how do you deal with that when you're on a dating scene? Because it might be somebody that you might think is absolutely dope, and he'd be like, but I want 3, 4, 5,000 of y'all.
How much money does he have?
Miss Frankie Parker. Miss Frankie Parker, was that not my answer?
That was definitely her answer.
On the same page, Nycee, I know.
So how do you deal with that? But that person that might walk up to you and say, I don't want it the white picket fence. I want it this way. I wanted something different. What do you do?
Oh, it's on me. I mean, I would just see what he's presenting, what he's talking about. I mean, nowadays you are kind of limited. You don't have that many options. So if he's a good brother, he got his head on right, and he wants to build, I don't see anything wrong with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool. Mm-hmm. Okay. What do y'all?
You got to be secure in yourself.
So in yourself.
It's just how he stepped to you too, though. You know, it can't be something you just come out with, like, yeah,
hey,
so
baby,
I'm gonna add you, and like, no.
Are you busy? Is that a first date question?
Hey,
is that a first date question?
In 2016 is a first date question.
Okay,
Yes.
I'm just asking because I mean, like, if you are concerned about comfort,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
I believe that 75% of the divorce rate is due to people not saying what they want and just assuming that everybody is going to know what they want based upon where they was raised up. I wasn't in the house with you. I don't know.
Right? How do I know what you want?
That and people starting relationships and developing, in some cases, having children off rebounds. Rebounds have a lot to do with mistaken relationships that you kind of get stuck in because you like, well, we got kids or whatever, we got married, and I had a point to prove, so I just went through with it. Now that I look back on it, it wasn't
the randomness of it all. That is so random.
Now that I look back on it, maybe I did.
But that just goes to show you. That just goes to show you the lack of devotion in marriage, though. Like how quick, because people know it's just that fast. You can call somebody on a billboard to get a divorce. So it's certain things that they're just not willing to go through anymore. Makes sense.
That goes back to lack of.
And people are. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Lack of culture or lack of a system of doing things. You cannot get married based off of pop culture because whatever pops up, you're gonna do it.
Right.
And then if the trend becomes the trend is to dissolve a relationship, then everybody follows suit. But I think people settling and people not deciding that they're going to do the right thing, quote unquote, and not be with the people they want to be with. And then it leads them into all of these it's okay for now type relationships. And it's okay for now turns into a lifetime that they don't want. And your kids feel that, the people around you feel that, you're miserable people, and you're
miserable people. I felt like that would need to be said again.
You're miserable.
You're not really living your life. I mean, it's like your life is what is how you make your mark or your destiny. So it's like you're not really living your life how you want to if you're just so worried about what everybody else is going to say about
what you're doing.
There's no certainty in what you're doing.
That's true.
Because there's a lot of people who stay together because their parents like this person,
right?
And they be like,
which is stupid. Because are you sleeping with your parents? No.
But they be like, but mama like them so.
Well, speaking of like them, that's a better segue. She's killing it. We're running out of time. We're running out of time, and I want to make sure that. I want to make sure that we play you guys' music because that's what you're here for.
Yeah.
So,
well, actually, our director, he really wants an acapella.
Yeah, he does.
Before you guys leave.
La, la,
okay.
La. Come on. He said, okay, fine.
Okay, but go ahead.
Okay, so what's the name of the song?
Which one?
Well, I
you should.
two. I don't know if
okay, it's the mystery song. We'll play the song out.
It's called. Oh, you don't want me to tell the name?
No, we're gonna play it first. Then you come back and tell us.
Okay.
Yeah, we'd like to know.
Yeah.
Oh, you got 3 women looking at you crazy.
We'll tell you name.
Okay,
right.
So all right, we'll be right back. Frankie And Nycee Radio Show.
Okay, so we got word that we actually have to wrap it up. So before we wrap it up, please let us know where you guys are going to be next.
It would be at the
Untitled
August 13th.
Oh, that's
August
what's
13th.
up.
So
Okay.
Saturday night.
So Saturday night.
Hate being a word musician.
It's free. And it's free.
They have great food.
And the drinks are good.
Awesome.
Dang.
Actually, Untitled is an awesome spot. I've been there before.
I love
so
Untitled.
it's going to be great to see you guys there.
Thank you.
And so, you guys have a new song or something that you want to present to us?
New project, tentatively titled "Before the Sun Goes Down."
Okay,
Before the
I like
sun
that.
goes
Before the
down.
soul goes down. That's what it should be.
Shout out to Isaiah Sharkey, who
Hey,
is
Sharkey!
working with us and who's doing miracles
Project.
with the
Yes,
production
yes.
of this project.
Hey,
So,
Sharky. We love our
Shout out
Sharky. That's our little
Grammy winner, Isaiah Sharkey.
Winning.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Rob.
I think we
Okay,
gotta play it.
so we're going to play it. And we thank you guys for tuning into the Frankie And
Thank
Nycee
you. We
Radio
had
Show
fun.
on IntellectualRadio.com, iHeartRadio.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes.
Thanks, y'all. We
Thank
love y'all.
you. We love you as well. Oh, this is nice.
why would I be anything but yours? If you could read my mind, and you could see how blind I have been, then you choose me, of course. So I'll leave the light on for you, baby, so you can find your way. So I'll leave the light on for you, babe, so you can find your way back to my love, back to my love. If I could have my way, the last words I